Hey guys, it's May 2020, another month of quarantine and of course another month of new games. Even though there are some biggest ones that have been delayed like Iron Man VR or for the second time The Last of Us Part 2, still there are some interesting games that are coming out this month and we've rounded them up all for this video, so let's start. Let's start at first with this upcoming game Man-Eater. It's an open world action RPG game where you control a shark who must take revenge on a hunter for killing its mother. At first you will start as a small baby one and you have to make your way up by exploring a huge varied world composed of 7 regions with hidden locations and by completing side objectives. All that while facing different enemies, either humans or wildlife, in order to grow your shark and unlock new abilities and evolve it to a highest level and make your shark more powerful with advanced upgrades and customization options. Man-Eater is coming out on May 22nd on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and as for the Nintendo Switch, no release date has been announced yet. Let's go next to another game, and this time it's a psychological horror one set in the sleepy town of Dormant that is full of darkness and the deeds of the citizens who reside there. You'll play as Edward, who had a good life with his wife and his little girl, but he decided to drive one night to Dormant and try to end his secret affair to fix his mistakes, unaware of how much this decision will change his life. It's a test of his sanity and of his morality. Those Who Remains will arrive on May 15th both on PS4 and Xbox One, and this summer for PC and Nintendo Switch. Another horror game called Someday You Will Return. Instead of heading to a town to fix your mistakes, this time you'll play as Daniel, a father who has to search for his daughter who has never came back. So he tracks her and finds himself in a place he swore to never come back after he lived some horrible events there, facing evil forces while searching for your daughter with a bunch of puzzles to complete in order to progress through the story and to find out more about this place's secrets. The game was originally coming out on April 14th, but it got delayed to May 5th on PC and later on PS4 and Xbox One. Next we have Saints Row the Third, the open world game that came out back in 2011, a GTA style game focusing on humor and a high level of actions and explosions, and the third entry in the Saints Row franchise. The game is getting a remastered version with the inclusion of new textures and over 4,000 assets, plus with all the 3 of the game's expansion packs and all of the DLC's contents. Saints Row the Third is coming on PS4, Xbox One and PC on May 22nd, 2020. Next we have this Dark Souls style game called Minecraft Dungeons, a new spin-off of the Minecraft universe where you can play with up to 4 players either online or local. Unlike Minecraft, Minecraft Dungeons has no crafting or building. Instead, it focuses on being a dungeon crawler game where the player explores different random dungeons filled with different random monsters, and also the player has to deal with traps, puzzles and finding treasure. The game doesn't offer any class system, but players can use any weapon or armor they wish and even customize their character any way they want. Minecraft Dungeons is coming out on May 26th on PS4, Xbox One, PC and Nintendo Switch. Another game coming out this month called Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, a remastered version of the original game with the returning of the story of Shulk and his companions fighting against unstoppable machines, where you have to carefully position your party members in strategic real-time combat as you progress through the adventure. In addition to that, you can upgrade your members by selecting equipment and enhancing their weapon skills and trigger attacks once the party gauge is filled. The game has also a future-connected epilogue that takes place a year after the game events, and it doesn't need to be unlocked if the player wants to jump right into it, instead of replaying the game that takes almost 100 hours of playing. Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out on Nintendo Switch and the new Nintendo 3DS. Speaking of Nintendo, this month we have 3 game collections that are coming out on Nintendo Switch, starting with BioShock The Collection that features BioShock 1 and BioShock 2, and last BioShock Infinite The Complete Edition. All these games are remastered with the inclusion of all single-player add-on content, as this game will arrive on May 29, 2020. Second collection game is Borderlands Legendary Collection. This collection will include 3 games that are Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, Borderlands 2 and Borderlands The for the sequel, along with stacks of bonus add-on content for each game, adding over 100 hours of gameplay, solo or co-op, either with local 2-player split screen or with 4-player online. The game will arrive also on May 29, 2020. And the last one is XCOM 2 Collection that is coming out too on the same day, May 29th. The collection includes the base game and the War of the Chosen expansion, plus all the 4 DLC packs. And for the PlayStation players, the action strategy video game John Wick Hex that was released last year will arrive on PlayStation 4 on May 5th, 2020. And as usual, every month PlayStation offers 2 games for the PlayStation Plus subscribers to download for free. And this month we have the Farming Simulator 19 and the City Builder Simulator Cities Skylines. And that's it guys for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and leave a comment on which one of these games you are excited to play this month. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.